right, here was a movement day, a human movement day. So a lot of just different movements. Started out just this kind of low day, kind of I don't know, not any really like heavy, intense lifting. Started with some bounces, 5 minutes, just bounce and get the red light on as well. Get a little bit of that red light because we don't get any sun here in Wisconsin in the winter. Although today it's like 45, nice and sunny out. Then we get into our crawls. So just, 15, 20 minutes, just a bunch of different variations. Let the body move, let the spine move, let the hips, shoulders all move, build strength, build power, build that core up, and just, again, move back and forth. We'll do straight line, we'll go side to side, we'll go in all different variations, all different crab, bear, not just being stiff like the robot dog, let the body move. Here we go, crabs, and just kind of zigzaggy fashion, not just going in a straight line all the time. It's important to show the body, prep the body, and give the body different variations, different movements. Prep it for life, prep it for sport, prep it for whatever you have going on. Spider-Man, lizard crawl, whatever you want to call it, great movement for hips and spine. Again, the best way to move the spine is to actually go through movements. Best way to move the hips is go through different movements, whether it's rock climbing or sprinting or jumping or crawling. These are actually moving the body rather than just doing some basic hip mobility drill or spine mobility drill. Duck walks, here another great one. So just go back and forth. Can be used in conditioning, cardio, or just basic strength work. We do a lot of this stuff with the youth athletes because they need it. Adults need it too because adults stop doing this stuff. But youth athletes are so unathletic now that they need this basic general physical conditioning, physical strength and ability. That's why we do this. Then these, kind of duck lunge walks. I don't really know what to call them, but again, you feel these, you do these, you'll feel them in the quads, you'll feel them in the hamstrings and the knees and the hips. So you're basically staying low. Imagine like you're just staying low, kind of lunging out, walking, but you're not standing up like you would on a normal lunge. Gorilla, a good movement here, can bother the knuckles, but you get used to it after a while. Again, mixing side to side, zigzag, so you're not just going in a straight line all the time. That variability is huge when it comes to building a robust human mover. Taking little breaks here as we need them in there. I don't know what this one is. The stiff stick up your butt. I don't know what to call this one. It's just thinking of random stuff as I go, kind of that thing, using that imagination, use that creativity to find different ways to move, and it just looks funnier this way. So again, just building off these. Every day doesn't have to be high intense. Then we get a little bit more dynamic with the beast crawl, and in these kind of bounding crawl like a cheetah type thing that will be coming up next. But you don't have to be high intensity, crushing yourself with weights or sprints every day. These human movement days just help because you're not worried about weight. You're not worried about how much you can lift. You're worried about quality movement and getting different forces and different, different exposures to the body, different ways to expose the body to different movements and different contact with the ground, especially because you need to be in contact and learn how to get off the ground and on the ground safely and effectively as you get older. So that's another reason to do these types of things. But just making sure your variety. You could do crawls as the warm-up. You could do them as a whole day like I did as conditioning. But they're just a great change of pace. It's just a great way to expose your body to something you probably don't do that often, but you should do more often. And again, you can change them up all the time, so you're not doing the same exact thing. Like if you just go jogging or walking all the time, your body gets used to that. But with these, you can change up just slight little things. Then we throw in some mats, some pads, just to change the elevation. So you're not always you're not crawling just at the same elevation with your hips and your hands. You're changing that to give, again, a different little aspect to it, different little exposure. Then we can play a floor is lava where we can't touch the floor. We got to stay on the mats. Just different things to challenge it, make it fun, make it more engaging. After crawls, we get into just more movement, spinal movement here. These kind of spinal side-to-side waves. Got these from Yoakum. I like this variation. Just trying to let the body, let the spine move. As you can see, mine is not very... I have this sped up too, so it go a little bit slower when I do it. But, yeah. Got to work out the kinks, basically, is what it is. And I got a lot of kinks. And some iso hold splits here. We did about 2 minutes each of these. So, again, working on getting lower and lower. When you do them, I do them. It doesn't feel like I am, but looking at the video, I'm actually a lot closer to an actual splits than I thought. So, again, then we do the lunge. We'll hit both legs here. Did them on the mat. It was not as stable as like doing it on the floor. You can see my ankle kind of rocking back and forth just because that pad is cushion. It's not solid. So probably want to start on something solid. About 2 minutes low, then we go 5 minutes on our ring. So again, exploring creativity, imagination, doing a lot of different movements on the rings. One of the most versatile tools I think you can get. Great way for arm care, better than bands especially for you baseball players. Get some rings. Stop using the bands. The bands are kind of, I don't know, blah. I think they're way overrated. Whereas rings, you're going to get a lot more out of them, especially with the Skin the Cat. Great for shoulder mobility, shoulder strength, arm strength. My shoulders have never felt better than they do right now, and I've been doing these probably at least twice a week for the last almost year, probably, close to it. Having this, just 5-10 minutes of exploration on the rings. Then some more back, get that extension. Another thing I really suck at. I don't know, I think I'm getting worse at these. Spinal extension, gymnast bridge, and then we pair those in with neck bridges as well. So right into a neck bridge, just rock back and forth, strengthen the neck, because that's one of the most neglected things too. Neck, wrist, ankles, the smaller things we don't really realize that we need to train. So make sure you're training those as well. So the neck bridge with I'll call them the Bray Wyatts just because I'm a wrestling fan, and RIP Bray Wyatt. He used to do this in the corner. He was a big dude, but he could do a lot better than I could. He had some crazy spinal extension ability. Back to the neck, then we'll flip around, do the neck from the forehead too. So getting both sides there. Front and back, you can do sides as well. You need to go up on like a bench or a wall or something to do the sides. It's a little awkward to do it on the floor. But again, hit the neck, make sure you're training the neck, protect the neck, Wu-Tang. And then we just get into our spinal hygiene to finish out the back and spine work. So work our way down, side to side, round and round, up and down, forward, backward. Just hitting everything nice, controlled motion, and showing the spine and the neck some much needed love, especially if you've been sitting all day or just woke up. This is a good thing to do, just waking up. Back's a little stiff from sleeping. So get up, move your body, move your spine, move your neck, move your arms, legs. Take every joint through a full range of motion. That's a good way to think about it each day. So we just finished out with the spinal hygiene. That's what we had for this kind of our human movement day, conditioning, cardio day, low intensity, whatever you want to call it. It's just another day. But we put in the work, we do the work, we show up, and we get stuff done. Intent doesn't always have to be high intensity. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you again soon.